Asking good questions is a powerful tool that can help us learn, grow, and make better decisions. Good questions are open-ended, thoughtful, and curious, and they encourage critical thinking, exploration, and discovery. There are many benefits to asking good questions, including improved understanding. Asking good questions helps us to better understand the world around us, and to gain new insights and perspectives. Increased creativity. Asking good questions can help stimulate creative thinking, and can lead to new ideas and solutions to problems. Enhanced communication. Asking good questions can improve communication with others, and can help build trust, rapport, and understanding. Improved problem solving. Asking good questions can help us identify and solve problems more effectively, and can lead to better decision making. Greater self-awareness. Asking good questions can also help us to better understand ourselves, and can lead to personal growth and development. So, how can you ask good questions? Here are a few tips. Be curious. Approach new situations with a sense of curiosity and a desire to learn and explore. Be open-minded. Try to keep an open mind, and be willing to consider different perspectives and viewpoints. Avoid assumptions. Avoid making assumptions or jumping to conclusions, and try to be open to new and unexpected answers. What are 20 of the most asked questions of all time? Chapter 1. What is the meaning of life? What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is a question that has puzzled philosophers, theologians, and scholars for centuries. Some believe that the meaning of life is to seek happiness and fulfillment, while others believe that it is to contribute to the greater good of society or to achieve personal or spiritual growth. Some people believe that the meaning of life is determined by an external force, such as a deity or a higher power, while others believe that it is something that we must create for ourselves. Ultimately, the meaning of life is a deeply personal question that each individual must answer for themselves based on their own beliefs, values, and experiences. The meaning of life is a mystery. A question that has puzzled me. A journey that's filled with twists and turns. A path that's sometimes hard to discern. Is it to find love and be loved in return? To achieve success and watch our dreams burn? To live life to the fullest, each day? To make a difference, in our own way? Perhaps the meaning is different for all. A personal journey, that we must crawl. To find our purpose, our passions, our drive. To seek happiness, and to thrive. The meaning of life, it may never be known. But in the search, our spirits have grown. To embrace the journey, and all that it brings. To find our way, and spread our wings. Chapter 2. What is the nature of reality? The nature of reality is a philosophical concept that refers to the fundamental nature of the world and the way it exists. Some people believe that reality is objective and independent of human perception, while others believe that reality is subjective and dependent on individual perception. There are many different theories about the nature of reality, including materialism, which holds that matter is the fundamental substance of the universe, idealism, which holds that reality is mental or spiritual in nature, and dualism, which holds that reality is composed of both matter and mind. Some philosophers and scientists also believe in the existence of multiple parallel universes or a multiverse, which would suggest that reality is more complex than we currently understand. Ultimately, the nature of reality remains a mystery and a subject of ongoing debate and investigation. The nature of reality, it's a mystery. A concept that's hard to define. Is it objective, or subjective? Is it a truth, or just a lie? Some say that reality is a construct. A creation of the human mind. A product of our perceptions. A world that's hard to unwind. Others say that reality is fixed. A world that exists independent of us. A place where things are as they are. A truth that's hard to discuss. But perhaps the nature of reality is something that we'll never know. A mystery that's beyond our grasp. A concept that's hard to show. So let's embrace the mystery. And all the questions it brings. And live our lives with curiosity. As we search for the nature of things. Chapter 3. What is consciousness? Consciousness is the state of being aware of one's thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. It is the subjective experience of the self and the world, and it includes the ability to perceive, think, and reason. The nature of consciousness and how it arises from the brain is a mystery that has puzzled philosophers, scientists, and scholars for centuries. Some theories propose that consciousness is a fundamental aspect of the universe, while others suggest that it is a product of the brain's activity. There is still much that is unknown about consciousness and how it relates to the brain and the body, and it is an active area of research and debate in many fields, including neuroscience, psychology, and philosophy. Consciousness, a mystery profound. A concept that confounds. A state of being, a feeling within. A subjective experience, that's hard to begin. It's the spark of life, the essence of self. A force that drives us, a power we wield. It's the source of our thoughts, our feelings, our dreams. A place where the mind and the world intersect, it seems. But what is consciousness, and where does it reside? Is it a product of the brain, or something outside? A force that's eternal, a mystery divine. A puzzle that we'll solve, in due time. So let's embrace the mystery. And all that it brings. And live our lives with consciousness. As we explore the nature of things. Chapter 4. What is the purpose of existence? The purpose of existence is a question that has puzzled philosophers, theologians, and scholars for centuries. Some people believe that the purpose of existence is to seek happiness and fulfillment, while others believe that it is to contribute to the greater good of society or to achieve personal or spiritual growth. Some people believe that the purpose of existence is determined by an external force, such as a deity or a higher power, while others believe that it is something that we must create for ourselves. Ultimately, the purpose of existence is a deeply personal question that each individual must answer for themselves based on their own beliefs, values, and experiences. The purpose of existence, a question grand. A mystery that plagues us to this day. Is it to seek happiness and fulfillment? Or to contribute to the greater good in some way? Is it to achieve personal or spiritual growth? To live life to the fullest, each and every day? Or is it something that we must create for ourselves? A path that we must forge, in our own way? Perhaps the purpose of existence is different for all. A personal journey, that we must crawl. To find our purpose, our passions, our drive. To seek happiness, and to thrive. So let's embrace the mystery. And all that it brings. And live our lives with purpose. As we seek the meaning of things. Chapter 5. What happens after we die? The concept of what happens after we die is a mystery that has puzzled humans for centuries. Different cultures and belief systems have their own ideas about the afterlife, and there is no definitive answer to this question. Some people believe in the existence of an afterlife, where the soul or spirit goes after the body dies. This may be depicted as a heaven or paradise, a hell or purgatory, or a reincarnation into another body. Others believe that death marks the end of consciousness and that there is no afterlife. Still others hold a belief in some form of spiritual continuation or energy that lives on after the physical body dies. Ultimately, the question of what happens after we die is a deeply personal and philosophical one, and each individual must decide what they believe based on their own values, experiences, and beliefs. What happens after we die, a mystery we all face. A question that has puzzled us for time and space. Some believe in an afterlife, a heaven up above, where the soul goes to live in eternal love. Others believe in reincarnation, a new life to explore. A chance to learn and grow, and even more. Still others believe that consciousness simply fades away into nothingness, and there is nothing left to say. So what happens after we die, a question that remains. A mystery that may never fully be explained. But one thing is certain, death is a part of life. A journey that we all must take, in time. So let us embrace life fully, and make the most of every day. For death is a journey we all must take, in our own way. Chapter 6. Is there a God? The existence of God is a question that has puzzled humans for centuries and is a matter of debate and belief for many people. Some people believe in the existence of a single deity, or multiple deities, who created the universe and oversee its workings. Others believe in a higher power or force that is responsible for the existence and order of the universe. Still others believe that there is no God or higher power, and that the universe is governed by natural laws and processes. The existence of God is a complex and deeply personal question that is influenced by an individual's cultural, societal, and personal beliefs and experiences. Ultimately, the existence of God is a matter of faith and belief, and each individual must decide for themselves what they believe based on their own values and experiences. Chapter 7. What is the nature of the universe? The nature of the universe refers to the fundamental qualities and characteristics of the cosmos, including its size, structure, composition, and evolution. There are many theories about the nature of the universe, including the Big Bang theory, which proposes that the universe began as a singularity that expanded and cooled over time, and the steady-state theory, which suggests that the universe has always existed and that new matter is continuously created. Other theories propose the existence of multiple parallel universes or a multiverse, which would suggest that the universe is even more complex and mysterious than we currently understand. The nature of the universe is a topic of ongoing research and debate in many fields, including astronomy, physics, and cosmology. The nature of the universe, a mystery grand. A concept that's hard to understand. A vast expanse of space and time. A place that's hard to unwind. It's a place of infinite beauty. A canvas of stars and galaxies. A tapestry of swirling gas. A dance of celestial bodies. But what is the nature of the universe? And where did it come from? Is it a product of a single event? Or has it always been, like the dawn? Perhaps the nature of the universe is something that we'll never know. A mystery that's beyond our grasp. A concept that's hard to show. So let's embrace the mystery. And all that it brings. And live our lives with curiosity. As we explore the nature of things. Chapter 8. What is the nature of consciousness? The nature of consciousness is a mystery that has puzzled philosophers, scientists, and scholars for centuries. Consciousness is the state of being aware of one's thoughts, feelings, and surroundings, and it includes the ability to perceive, think, and reason. Some theories propose that consciousness is a fundamental aspect of the universe, while others suggest that it is a product of the brain's activity. There is still much that is unknown about consciousness and how it relates to the brain and the body, and it is an active area of research and debate in many fields, including neuroscience, psychology, and philosophy. Some of the key questions that researchers are trying to answer include: how does the brain produce consciousness? How does the brain represent the self in the external world? How does consciousness change over time? And what happens to consciousness when the brain dies? Consciousness is a complex and multifaceted phenomenon that is not fully understood. It is influenced by many factors, including the brain's activity, the body's physiological state, and an individual's experiences and environment. Research suggests that consciousness can change over time, and that it can be influenced by factors such as sleep, drugs, and brain injuries. For example, consciousness can vary in terms of its level of awareness, attention, and cognition, and it can be altered by changes in the brain's activity or chemical makeup. As for what happens to consciousness when the brain dies, this is another mystery that is not fully understood. Some people believe that consciousness is a product of the brain and that it ceases to exist when the brain dies, while others believe that consciousness is a separate entity that can continue to exist beyond the body. There is no scientific evidence to support either of these views, and the question of what happens to consciousness when the brain dies remains a matter of philosophical debate. The nature of consciousness, a mystery grand. A concept that's hard to understand. It's the state of being, the feeling within. A subjective experience, that's hard to begin. It's the spark of life, the essence of self. A force that drives us, a power we wield. It's the source of our thoughts, our feelings, our dreams. A place where the mind and the world intersect, it seems. But what is consciousness, and where does it reside? Is it a product of the brain, or something outside? A force that's eternal, a mystery divine. A puzzle that we'll solve, in due time. So let's embrace the mystery. And all that it brings. And live our lives with consciousness. As we explore the nature of things. Chapter 9. What is the nature of the mind? The mind is the part of a person that allows them to think, feel, and perceive the world around them. It includes the faculties of consciousness, perception, thinking, reasoning, and memory. The nature of the mind is a complex and multifaceted topic that has been studied by philosophers, psychologists, and neuroscientists for centuries. Some theories propose that the mind is a separate entity from the brain and that it has its own properties and characteristics. Others view the mind as an emergent property of the brain, arising from the brain's activity and interactions with the environment. The nature of the mind is an active area of research and debate, and there is still much that is not known about how the mind works and how it is related to the brain and the body. The nature of the mind, a mystery grand. A concept that's hard to understand. It's the source of our thoughts, our feelings, our dreams. A place where the self and the world intersect, it seems. It's the seat of our consciousness. The place where we perceive. It's the engine of our thoughts. The driving force that we cleave. But what is the nature of the mind? And where does it reside? Is it a separate entity? Or something that we hide? Perhaps the nature of the mind is something that we'll never know. A mystery that's beyond our grasp. A concept that's hard to show. So let's embrace the mystery and all that it brings, and live our lives with mindfulness as we explore the nature of things. Chapter 10. What is the nature of time? The nature of time is a mystery that has puzzled humans for centuries. Time is a fundamental aspect of the universe, and it is closely related to concepts such as causation, change, and continuity. Some theories propose that time is a fundamental aspect of the universe, while others suggest that it is a human construct that is used to measure the duration of events. The nature of time is an active area of research and debate in many fields, including physics, philosophy, and psychology. Some of the key questions that researchers are trying to answer include: is time an objective feature of the universe, or is it a subjective experience? Is time the same for all observers, or does it vary depending on an individual's frame of reference? Is time travel possible, and if so, under what circumstances? Verse 1. Time, a force that's hard to measure. A concept that's hard to understand. It moves forward, never backward. A mystery that's hard to fathom. Chorus. Oh, the nature of time. A mystery that's hard to define. It slips through our fingers, like the sands of the hourglass, intertwined. Verse 2. Time, a force that shapes our lives. A concept that's hard to evade. It guides our steps, and shapes our fate. A mystery that we all must face. Chorus. Oh, the nature of time. A mystery that's hard to define. It slips through our fingers, like the sands of the hourglass, intertwined. Bridge. Is time an objective force? Or is it a human construct? A measure of change and duration? Or something that we all must confront? Chorus. Oh, the nature of time. A mystery that's hard to define. It slips through our fingers, like the sands of the hourglass, intertwined. Chapter 11. What is the nature of space? Space is a fundamental concept in physics that refers to the physical three-dimensional environment in which all matter exists and events occur. It is often described as the fabric of the universe, because it provides a framework for the existence and motion of everything within it. Space is a continuous, boundless, and infinitely expansive entity that contains all matter and energy, as well as the physical laws that govern them. It is a fundamental aspect of the universe, and it is essential for our understanding of the way the world works. The nature of space is one of the most fundamental and mysterious questions in physics, and it has been the subject of much study and debate over the centuries. Some of the most fundamental questions about space include: what is its shape? Is it infinite or finite? Does it have an edge or boundaries? Is it static or dynamic? Is it an entity in itself, or is it simply a relation between objects? There are many different theories and models that have been proposed to explain the nature of space, and while much is known about it, there are still many mysteries that remain. Scientists continue to study space in order to better understand its properties and how it behaves, and to ultimately gain a deeper understanding of the universe as a whole. In the vast expanse of the cosmos, where the stars and galaxies roam, there lies a realm of infinite possibility. A realm we call space. It is a boundless, infinite entity. A canvas upon which the universe is painted. A fabric that holds all matter and energy. A stage upon which the drama of life is played. Space is a mysterious and wondrous place. A realm of endless possibility and potential, where the laws of physics rule supreme, and the secrets of the universe are waiting to be revealed. It is a place of infinite diversity, where the beauty of the cosmos is on full display, where the mysteries of the universe are waiting to be explored, and the wonders of the cosmos are waiting to be discovered. Space is a place of endless possibility. A canvas upon which the universe is painted. A fabric that holds all matter and energy. A stage upon which the drama of life is played. So let us gaze up at the stars, and marvel at the vastness of the cosmos. For in the boundless realm of space, the possibilities are truly endless. Chapter 12. What is the nature of matter? Matter is the substance of which physical objects are made. It is a fundamental concept in physics that refers to any substance that has mass and occupies physical space. Matter can exist in various forms, including solids, liquids, gases, and plasma, and it can change from one form to another through processes such as melting, freezing, evaporating, and condensing. Matter is composed of particles, which are the basic units of matter. These particles are held together by various types of forces, such as electromagnetic forces and the strong and weak nuclear forces. The nature and behavior of these particles and forces determines the properties of matter, such as its density, conductivity, and chemical reactivity. There are many different theories and models that have been developed to understand the nature of matter, and scientists continue to study matter in order to better understand its properties and how it behaves. Some of the most fundamental questions about matter include: what are the fundamental building blocks of matter? How do these building blocks interact with each other and the forces that govern them? What is the structure and organization of matter at the atomic and subatomic scales? How do the properties of matter change under different conditions, such as extreme temperatures or pressures? Matter, the substance of which all things are made. A fundamental concept that cannot be evaded. It is the building blocks of the world we see. The atoms and molecules that make up you and me. In various forms it exists: solid, liquid, or gas. It can change from one to another, melting, freezing, vaporizing, or passing. It is composed of particles, held together by forces unseen. Electromagnetic, nuclear, keeping matter clean. Matter is the foundation of all we know. From the stars in the sky to the flowers that grow. It is the essence of the physical world. A concept that has forever been unfurled. So let us study matter and learn its ways. For in understanding it, we can understand the universe's array. For matter is the building blocks of all that is. And in understanding it, we are truly remiss. Chapter 13. What is the nature of the self? The concept of the self is a complex and multifaceted one, and it has been the subject of much philosophical and psychological study. At its most basic, the self refers to a person's individual consciousness and their sense of identity. It is the part of a person that is responsible for their thoughts, feelings, and experiences, and it is what makes them unique as an individual. The nature of the self is a topic of debate, and there are many different theories about what it is and how it arises. Some philosophers and psychologists argue that the self is an inherent and essential part of a person's being, while others argue that it is a construct that is shaped by cultural and social influences. There are many different aspects to the self, including the self as an individual, the self in relation to others, and the self as a social and cultural being. These different aspects of the self can interact with and influence one another in complex ways. Understanding the nature of the self can be difficult because it is a subjective and personal experience. Each person's sense of self is unique to them, and it can be influenced by a variety of factors, including their personal experiences, their cultural and social backgrounds, and their relationships with others. I journeyed through the winding paths of life, searching for my true identity and place. I stumbled and I fell, I faced challenges and strife. But through it all, I knew I had to find my way. I looked within myself and searched my soul, trying to understand the person I had become. I faced my fears and doubts and made them whole, embracing all the parts that made me one. I learned to love myself, to trust and believe in the person I had always been. I let go of the masks and let myself be free, discovering the nature of the self within. Now I stand tall and strong, confident in who I am. I have found my place in the world, and I am proud to be who I am. Chapter 14. What is the nature of morality? The nature of morality refers to the principles and values that guide human behavior and decision-making, and that are generally considered to be right or wrong. Morality is often based on cultural, social, and personal values, and it can vary from one individual or group to another. There are many different theories and perspectives on the nature of morality, and debates about what is right or wrong are common. Some theories of morality are based on religion or faith, while others are based on reason or universal principles. One common approach to understanding the nature of morality is through the concept of moral relativism, which holds that moral values and principles are relative to the individual or culture, and that there is no one universal standard of right and wrong. Another approach is moral absolutism, which holds that there are universal moral principles that apply to all people and all cultures. Regardless of the specific approach, the nature of morality is often seen as being concerned with promoting the well-being and happiness of individuals and society as a whole, and with promoting fairness, justice, and respect for the rights and dignity of others. The nature of morality, a guiding light that helps us navigate the world with all our might. It is the principles and values that guide our way, the right and wrong that help us find our way. It is the foundation upon which we build our lives, the lessons we learn and the wisdom we acquire. It is the key to understanding and enlightenment, a path that takes us higher and higher. It is the source of power and influence, a tool that helps us to excel and thrive. It is the foundation of all that we do. a source of strength that helps us to survive. So let us seek morality and embrace it wholeheartedly. For it is the key to understanding and enlightenment. A path that leads us to success and fulfillment. A source of strength and power that helps us to thrive. Chapter 15. What is the nature of language? Language is a system of communication that involves the use of words, sounds, gestures, or symbols to convey meaning. It is a fundamental aspect of human life and culture, and it is used by people all over the world to communicate with one another. The nature of language is complex and multifaceted, and it has been the subject of much study and debate among linguists, philosophers, and other scholars. Some of the key characteristics of language include the following. Symbolic representation. Language uses symbols, such as words or gestures, to represent and communicate meaning. Grammar. Language has a set of rules that govern how words and sounds are combined to form meaningful sentences and expressions. Cultural and social context. Language is shaped by the culture and society in which it is used, and it can vary widely from one language to another. Creative and flexible use. Language is a flexible and creative tool that allows people to express a wide range of thoughts, feelings, and ideas. Evolution and change. Language is constantly evolving and changing over time, and new words, phrases, and expressions are constantly being introduced. Understanding the nature of language is important for many fields, including linguistics, psychology, sociology, anthropology, and education, among others. It is also a key aspect of communication and can play a significant role in shaping social and cultural interactions. Language, the tool we use to communicate. A complex and multifaceted system that we create. It is the foundation upon which we build our lives. The words and sounds that help us express and describe. It is a creative and flexible tool, allowing us to express a wide range of thoughts and feelings. It is shaped by culture and society, varying from one language to another, endlessly. It has rules and structure, grammar and syntax, helping us to form meaningful sentences and expressions. It is constantly evolving and changing. New words and phrases constantly emerging. Language is a gift, a source of power and understanding. A tool that helps us connect and communicate. So let us embrace it wholeheartedly. And use it to our fullest potential, endlessly. Chapter 16. What is the nature of beauty? The nature of beauty is a complex and multifaceted concept that has been the subject of much philosophical and cultural study. At its most basic, beauty is often described as a quality that is pleasing or attractive to the senses, and that evokes feelings of admiration or appreciation. The nature of beauty is subjective, and what is considered beautiful can vary widely from one person to another, as well as from one culture to another. Some people may find certain physical features or characteristics to be beautiful, while others may find inner qualities or traits to be more important. There are many different theories about the nature of beauty, and what makes something or someone beautiful. Some theories focus on the objective qualities of beauty, such as symmetry, balance, or form, while others focus on the subjective experience of beauty, such as personal preference or emotional response. Regardless of the specific approach, the nature of beauty is often seen as being tied to ideas of goodness, truth, and virtue, and as being a source of aesthetic pleasure and enjoyment. The nature of beauty, a quality that pleases. A source of admiration and aesthetic pleasure. It is a complex and multifaceted concept, shaped by culture and personal preference. It is subjective, differing from one person to another. Some may find physical features or characteristics beautiful. Others may find inner qualities or traits more important. There are many theories about the nature of beauty, focusing on objective qualities or subjective experiences. But one thing is certain, beauty is a source of joy. A source of pleasure and enjoyment, endlessly. So let us embrace beauty, in all its forms and guises. And find joy in the things that bring us pleasure and delight. For beauty is a gift, a source of wonder and delight. A source of strength and inspiration, endlessly. Chapter 17. What is the nature of truth? The nature of truth refers to the concept of truth and the ways in which it is understood and pursued. At its most basic, truth is often defined as conformity to fact or reality, and it is considered to be a fundamental aspect of knowledge and understanding. The nature of truth is complex and multifaceted, and there are many different theories and perspectives on what truth is and how it is arrived at. Some theories, such as correspondence theories of truth, hold that a statement is true if it corresponds to or matches the way things are in reality. Other theories, such as coherence theories of truth, hold that a statement is true if it coheres with other statements that are considered to be true. In addition to being a fundamental aspect of knowledge and understanding, the pursuit of truth is often seen as an important moral and ethical value, and as a way of seeking to understand and make sense of the world around us. The nature of truth, a concept that we seek. A fundamental aspect of knowledge and understanding. It is the conformity to fact, the way things really are. The foundation upon which we build our lives and our world. There are many theories about the nature of truth. Different ways of understanding and seeking it out. Some say it is a matter of correspondence. Matching the way things are in reality. Others say it is a matter of coherence. Fitting with other statements that are considered true. But no matter how we understand it, the pursuit of truth is an important value, endlessly. For truth is the foundation of all that we know. The foundation of understanding and enlightenment. So let us seek it wholeheartedly. For it is the key to wisdom and understanding, endlessly. Chapter 18. What is the nature of knowledge? The nature of knowledge is a complex and multifaceted concept that has been the subject of much philosophical and scientific study. At its most basic, knowledge is defined as an understanding or awareness of something, often gained through experience or learning. It can be objective, based on facts and evidence, or it can be subjective, based on personal beliefs and perspectives. The nature of knowledge is often described as being systematic and organized, with different branches and fields of study that seek to understand and explain different aspects of the world around us. This includes fields such as mathematics, science, philosophy, and history, among others. There are many different theories about the nature of knowledge and how it is acquired. Some theories, such as empiricism, argue that knowledge is primarily gained through sensory experience and observation, while others, such as rationalism, argue that knowledge is primarily gained through reasoning and logic. In addition to being a source of understanding and enlightenment, knowledge can also be a source of power and influence, as those who possess knowledge often hold a certain level of authority and expertise in their field of study. Knowledge, the understanding and awareness we gain from the world around us and the things we learn. It is a powerful force, a source of strength and might. A guiding light that helps us navigate the world. It is the foundation upon which we build our lives. The lessons we learn and the wisdom we acquire. It is the key to understanding and enlightenment. A path that takes us higher and higher. It is the source of power and influence. A tool that helps us to excel and thrive. It is the foundation of all that we do. A source of strength that helps us to survive. So let us seek knowledge and embrace it wholeheartedly. For it is the key to understanding and enlightenment. A path that leads us to success and fulfillment. A source of strength and power that helps us to thrive. Chapter 19. What is the nature of happiness? The nature of happiness is a complex and multifaceted concept that is often defined in terms of positive emotions and well-being. Happiness is often viewed as a state of contentment, joy, or satisfaction that is characterized by positive emotions and a sense of fulfillment. Some people believe that happiness is a product of external circumstances, such as success, wealth, or good fortune, while others believe that it is an internal state that is influenced by one's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. The nature of happiness is an active area of research and debate in many fields, including psychology, philosophy, and economics, and there is still much that is not known about the factors that contribute to happiness and how it can be sustained over time. The nature of happiness, a mystery grand. A concept that's hard to understand. It's the feeling of joy, of contentment and peace. A state of well-being, that's hard to release. It's the feeling of laughter, of love and of hope. A force that uplifts us, and helps us to cope. It's the light in the darkness, the joy in the pain. A feeling that's hard to explain. But what is the nature of happiness? And where does it reside? Is it a product of circumstance? Or something that we can provide? Perhaps the nature of happiness is something that we'll never know. A mystery that's beyond our grasp. A concept that's hard to show. So let's embrace the mystery. And all that it brings. And live our lives with happiness. As we explore the nature of things. Chapter 20. What happens after we die? There is no scientific consensus on what happens after we die. The concept of an afterlife, or life after death, is a belief that is held by many people, but it is not something that has been proven by science. Different cultures and belief systems have different beliefs about what happens after death. Some believe in an afterlife or heaven, where the soul goes after the body dies. Others believe in reincarnation, the idea that the soul is reborn in a new body after death. Still others believe that consciousness simply ceases to exist after death. There is no scientific evidence to support the existence of an afterlife, and different people may have different beliefs about what happens after death based on their cultural, spiritual, or personal beliefs. Ultimately, the nature of death and what happens after we die is a mystery that may never be fully understood. What happens after we die? A mystery grand. A question that's hard to understand. But perhaps it's a journey of endless delight. A chance to explore the mysteries of the night. Maybe it's a chance to be reunited with loved ones who've gone before. A chance to explore new horizons. And open up new doors. Perhaps it's a chance to start anew. To shed the weight of our earthly form. And soar like a bird, on the wings of the breeze. As we journey to the great unknown. So let's embrace the mystery. And all that it brings. And live our lives with joy and grace. As we explore the great beyond. Chapter 21. What is the nature of love? Love is a complex mix of emotions, behaviors, and beliefs associated with strong feelings of affection, protectiveness, warmth, and respect for another person. It is often described as a bond between two people, and it is an essential component of healthy and fulfilling relationships. The nature of love is multifaceted and can be experienced in many different forms, including romantic love, familial love, platonic love, and self-love. Some people believe that love is an innate human emotion, while others believe that it is a learned behavior. The nature of love is often explored in literature, music, art, and philosophy, and it continues to be a topic of study and debate in many fields. The nature of love, it's a mystery. A feeling that's hard to define. It's a mix of emotions, behaviors, and beliefs. A force that's hard to confine. It's the bond between two people. A connection that's hard to sever. It's the source of happiness and joy. A feeling that's hard to persevere. Love is multifaceted, it comes in many forms. Romantic, familial, platonic, and more. It's an essential component of healthy relationships. A force that we must constantly explore. So let's embrace the mystery. And all that love brings. And live our lives with love. As we explore the nature of things.